And we will see how this ends up. Receiving, which means things are getting started. Says we're live. And Live Gamer and Harrison, as always, first one's popping up in the chat. What's up, guys? Finley, how's it going? Welcome, guys, to a monumental undertaking for somebody of my stature. Navy Proud, I see you. What's up? Nope, you're not late. We're not even quite started yet. How's everything going on the other end? You guys can see the video all right? Everything looking good? Christopher, Left 3, how's it going? Garlic bread. Man, you gonna make me hungry. I haven't ate yet, so that's kind of mean. I'm just saying. But hopefully you guys are ready. We're gonna try. How's it going, Lisa Jones? Christopher Gossett. Dodge Boy in the house. Mark Hickey. Eric Wilson. How's it going? You're my biggest fan. I don't know. You got a lot of competition out there. Flipside Productions. How's it going? All right, guys. I don't want to waste too much time getting this thing started because this game kind of takes a minute to get going. What is it? Harmful Designs. Cameron Bennett. How you guys doing? Welcome. Welcome. It's going to be an interesting day. You guys are going to see me struggle with using my keyboard and mouse to do things. It's going to be quite entertaining, probably, and also annoying because I keep bumping the mic on my headset with the mic in front of me. Christopher Gossett, welcome as the newest member of the Sparshit crew, the member of the channel. How's it going, Craig? Ian, how you guys doing? Jody Allen. All right, so we're going to get this party started. Now, this is alpha gameplay. I just want you guys to know that. It is a good-looking game. It's got a long ways to go before they release it. But there is no campaign yet, unfortunately. But I'm looking forward to it when there is. And we have just the Naval Academy. And as you can see, I've already done some of these. And skipped down to try to do some of these as well. These are some of the more modern stuff. But I figure we'll start at the bottom here, work our way into doing some more crazy stuff. Chris Eder, how you doing? Luca, how's it going? Anime for Gamers? Alexander Mullins. No, I haven't made that battleship yet. Bismarck with 400 secondaries. I like your thinking. And secondaries are absolutely ridiculous in this game. We'll go over that when we get there. Let's start out with torpedo basics. We'll start out with trying to complete some of the lower levels, and then we'll end the stream with the ridiculous stuff down here. Especially this mission. This mission is ridiculous. You're a single battleship versus a entire fleet, and that's fun. So, and it's challenging as well. I got my butt kicked so many times while I was trying. But I did all of these last night while I was trying to prepare and get everything ready to actually start. So, we got to take a pre-dreadnought with a torpedo boat. Oh, we have to destroy a pre-dreadnought. So there's a nasty pre-dreadnought battleship. And we are a torpedo boat squadron. That could be a problem. But each mission, you get to start with choosing your bonus here. You can get more torpedo tubes. You can get more propulsion, which gives you more range as well as faster torpedoes and more accuracy. You can get balanced torpedo tech, which gives you a little bit of both. More torpedo tubes and propulsion, which is nice. Or more funds. Now, in my experience, funds and weight are kind of key. So I'm going to go with the funds. Let's do it. We're going to have 1.75 million to bring out our destroyers. And now we get to build our own ships. Look at this. So, unfortunately, because of the way the game is right now, we can only have the torpedo boat hull. There's only one hull that they're letting us choose. And we have to put a few things on it. You have to have an advanced tower, or you have to have a front tower and a rear tower. Or, no, actually, apparently on a destroyer, you just need a front tower. You can get the advanced tower, which has a higher weight and higher cost, or you can choose one of the others, and they all have their bonuses and their disadvantages as well. So this has a larger signature, which means you get detected from further away, but it has better bonuses. So, let's see, it's 2 extra tons. Let's just go with it. We'll go with the advanced tower. We'll put it towards the rear section that you can mount. Alright, so we've got that started. And we have to have funnels, right? Got to have some smokestacks. We can go standard, advanced, or enhanced, and dual funnel. Oh, appreciate that, Andrew, sorry. Glad you liked the Atago vid. How's it going, Generic Asian? Alright, so let's see here. We've got... I think we're just going to go with the standard funnel. You know, nothing crazy. Just a single funnel. Nothing crazy. Because we want to save most of our money for torpedoes. And I don't even know if we get guns. Like, why would we put guns on this if we're going against a dreadnought? Or it's a pre-dreadnought. So it's early battleships. So I say all the torpedoes. We don't get underwater torpedoes, unfortunately. But we got deck torpedoes. And they come in single launchers, apparently. So, yeah, should be interesting. I don't know exactly where we can mount them all. We should be able to. Yeah, there we go. Mount one there. Oh, okay. So it's such a small ship that it doesn't mirror. Interesting. Ah, okay. Let's move this then to being slightly more central. Can't sneak it in there? Come on, I feel like I could sneak that in there. That's fine, probably. Now you got to pay attention to your weight offset as well, unfortunately. Especially on a boat this size. But I feel like we want all of the torpedoes. Alright. So that's the maximum amount of torpedoes that we can get. We're overweight. It's to be expected. See what you guys are saying, Mr. Giraffe. What is this game? This is Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. It's a PC game. First ever PC game that we're putting on the channel here. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun once they get this game ironed out and get this released. Now, as you can see, we are not able to choose our country of origin, unfortunately. Maybe that'll change later as well. But it kind of just randomly assigns you a country. So, yeah. We're overweight. So, maybe we can take the rear torpedo tube off. I really don't want to have less than 4 torpedoes. Oh, I thought we got rid of that one. Less than 4. So, that's fine. we're still gonna be overweight and highly starboard. Let's mount this one as close to the back as possible. And then we can kind of spread these out. That way they can move a little better. They're not going to be bumping into each other, so we'll have better firing angles. So, let's see. We're highly offset to the starboard. And that affects the way the ship handles. But I can't seem to put the torpedo tubes closer to the center line. So maybe... Yeah, see, it won't... It refuses to let me flip it to the other side. I don't know why. So, is what it is. We'll go into battle with this. If we fail, we fail. But we are overweight. We're under budget by a lot. So that means we can do things like increase the speed. But unfortunately, increasing the speed also increases the weight, which we do not have extra of. So one thing we can do, you can see we have up to this tech here. All these are grayed out, so we can't use them. Go ahead and do that. Right, if they're yellow, that means there's a conflict. They'll still operate, but it means they won't operate like they're supposed to. So now that we've spaced them out a bit, then it can move a lot better. It's got a better firing angle. Which is good. Let's see, do we have any extra fuels? Nope, we do not, so that stays. And we can get induced boilers. Alright, so now we don't have to worry about shells, but we do have torpedo ammo to worry about. So, yeah, we'll take the standard loadout of torpedoes. We don't have to change the turning of the torpedo tubes or anything like that. If we go for faster torpedoes, they have a decreased range. And if we go, we don't have electric. So do we want to go with standard or fast, guys? Standard torpedoes or fast? This is the first decision. Yeah, the speed at 29.5 knots. I mean, you got to think about the time period that this would be. We're talking pre-dreadnoughts. This is like World War I and before. So, not exactly the best timing. I mean, this thing runs on coal. It's just a steamship. So, we're not into the modern stuff yet. So, 29.5 knots is still really fast for the time period. Make a fast boy. What's up, Will Kelly? What do you got? Longer range, fast. Fast. All right. Looks like we're going with the fast torpedoes. Going fast. All right, now we look at our torpedo tubes and how big of a torpedo we're looking at. And I'm in the camp of bigger is better. You guys know that. What do you guys think? So, the torpedoes will weigh more, but they do 60% more damage than the 15-inch that we currently have. World of Warships is better. Well, yeah, but this is a completely different type of game. It's still naval battles, and I think you'll like the actual fighting of it. But, because they can be pretty epic, and I imagine this will be pretty epic as well. Alright, so we've got some standard, screw the speed, standard. Well, we've already got the fast torpedoes. Now we want to go with what the size we should choose. 15 to 18 inch is the max. Bigger. Bigger? Alright, girthier it is. Alright. So we've got 18-inch torps, and lots of them. Now we're still overweight, but we can try to fix that. Unfortunately, we don't have any tech for anything here, so we can't have like radio or radar or anything like that. And we currently have no armor whatsoever on this thing. So we are going to have to remove a torpedo launcher, which is a shame. I figure if we're going to remove a torpedo launcher, it'll probably be this one, as it's the least effective. So, now what? We're 9 tons overweight. How do we reduce that weight? How can we reduce our weight? We can take down our range. Is that going to put us in there? Ah, one. Seriously? 1 ton. Come on. I guess we go with the lower bulkheads. There you go. Now we've got a few tons to work with. 40. So we've got 5 tons we can add to this. I feel like any armor at all is probably a good thing. So, no, let's go add some speed, see what happens. Too much. Darn it. Oops. Hey, go back to 29.5, please. Thank you. Oh, we need at least 1 main gun? Really? Well, that's no fun. Well, if we're going to have a main gun, we're going to have a biggest main gun we can get, right? Might as well. We got a 4-inch gun right at the front. And we're overweight again. Dagnabbit. I guess we're not going to have a 4-inch gun. Okay. How about a 3-inch gun? Still overweight. Alright, I hear you. I hear you, game. You want me to have a 2-inch gun. It's depressing. It's so depressing. Look how tiny it is. That's what she said. Anyway. We're 2 tons under the limit. We're still... we're slightly aft weighted, which makes sense because that's where all of our torpedo tubes are. I think we can add some armor. Let's just add a little bit of armor. Can we just get... Hello? Can we not have any armor at all? Okay, I guess we can't add any armor. So, we will have 2 torpedo boats to sink a pre-dreadnought battleship. You guys ready to see the fight? Here we go. Yeah, we'll do the modern battleship here in a little bit. I just wanted to take care of some of the lower level missions, give you guys something different. Because I figured doing the same missions over and over again would be kind of repetitive. So why not start with a destroyer? Alright guys, we got two torpedo boats versus 1 German battleship. This should be fun. Oh god, we're already spotted. Alright, move to flank. I don't know what our range is on our torpedoes. We have... We only have 12 torpedoes on this ship. I guess we've got 24 because we've got that one as well. Oh god, he's firing at us! Run, little destroyer! Don't get hit! Those are some nasty shells. What is the range? He's only at 3... Launch your torps! He's only at 3 kilometers. Surely you can hit him with some torpedoes from here. Yeah, turn sharper. We need to, like, go straight at this guy here. Also, we can go right down into him. Now, do you guys have audio and everything? Woo! Whoops. We've got our 2-inch gun fired at him. He's in trouble now. Oh my God! Don't hit us! Oh, good God! His secondaries are opening up. Oh, he hit us! Why hit us, you evil battleship? We're in trouble. I think Locust is an apt name. It's a pest, right? Audio's good? Sweet. Yeah, the Mutsu was destroyed in port. Like, it literally blew itself up. Not preferable. But we need to close the distance and get some torps on that man. We can't afford to take too many hits, though. That thing will put a hurt in us. But we've got to close the distance to make sure that we can torp him. Though he doesn't appear to be moving that fast. And we can speed the battle up, too, if we need to. We can go ahead and put her on double time. But, it's quite bad. Oh, we took a nasty hit. Oh, we might sink. We might sink. We're not even going to get a chance to launch our torps. We're going under. Our ship's a submarine. You guys didn't know that was a new feature. Have we launched any torpedoes yet? I feel like now would be a good time, considering we're about to die. Screw it, we're going aggressive. Launch all the torps. We are dead in the water. Shark, you've got to do it for us, buddy. The Locust, give the Locust some credit. That thing took nasty hits and is still somehow floating. I don't know how. But it's not doing well for itself. And it already got rid of its torpedoes, and it looks like the battleship is going to get away. Unfortunately. Oh, the battleship has changed who it's shooting at. Now, the battleship that we're up against only goes 15 knots. So we should be able to close. But the closer we get, the more likely it is to hit us. Go back to normal torpedoes. Go over to our Shark. my God! Rip Shark, you're toast. There's no way you survived that. Didn't even get a chance to launch your torps. I'll be honest, I don't like the torpedo boat mission so far. Screw this. This is a death sentence. Can't even get ships close enough to actually take them on. Yeah, I think we're done. We'll leave that. Screw that. Let's build us a frickin' battleship. Let's do this mission. This is the one where I told you guys, or I already told you guys about. We're gonna do boost technology. We're gonna build a modern battleship and take on an entire fleet. Alright, let's see what we got. So, you guys may recognize this hull, just slightly. We're going to up the displacement quite a bit, so that we can have up to 92,000 tons of weight. We're going to up the speed a little bit. Set the range down, and we are going to make this thing as top of the line as we can get. Armor is going to be Krupp 4. Barbette is going to be maximum armored. We're not going to really worry about torpedo or anti-torp, because we're going to have a multi-hull. We're going to have a triple hull. That'll help reduce the amount of damage we take from torpedoes, because we're going to take some torpedo hits in this. I mean, we're going to be up against 2 battleships, 5 cruisers, and 5 destroyers in this match. With 1 ship. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Actually, we'll go with the top of the line Citadel. As for the shells, do we go super heavy shells? Yeah, let's do it. And we'll be using the high TNT for the powder. We'll be using electro hydro and automatic reloading. Don't need to worry about torps, because we ain't gonna have torps where we're going. Screw torps. We've got RDF and radar. Alright. Now that we've got all that out of the way, let's go over here. And we have to place a main tower. I like placing the main tower as far back as possible. And then the secondary tower, we only get one option for these, unfortunately. And then the mega funnel. Put it right there in the center. And now the fun starts. Alright, we'll put this there. And there. We can have main guns up to 18 inches. You know, I'm kind of partial to 16s myself, but what do you guys think? How big of the guns do you want? Please don't say 9 inches. What do you got? How's it going, Brian fam? Andrew O'Neill. How you guys? Welcome. Haven't seen anybody. Oh, here's another one. What do you guys got? I'm thinking 16s or 18s. Might even go in the middle for 17s. What do you guys think? 16, 12, do the 18, 7, 18. Well, the lowest we can go is 9 inches for the main batteries. So, I'm seeing a lot of 18s. A lot of Yamato lovers, I'm assuming. Get a little 18-inch action. Let's do it. Triple barrels? I think so. I see where your heads are at. And why not just mount one a little bit further forward than that? Yeah, you just put her right there. Oh, and since we're doing fun, we'll have one there. One there. And one there. That's right. We're going to have 15 8-inch or 18-inch guns. 15 of them. Welcome, RKO. I still take your freedom of speech. I don't know what's going on there. That can't be good. We've got 18-inch guns. We've got 15 of them. That should satisfy your big boom blasting needs. But I think this thing needs some secondaries. We're going to be up against a lot of cruisers and destroyers. I feel like this thing needs some secondaries. So what do you guys think? Let's start with 8-inch secondaries. And I know from experience that I can sneak a couple of these, like right in here. And that's mirrored on both sides. So we've got a triple 18, or a triple 8 hiding there. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, we can't do the same on the rear. And this affects all the guns, so we can't do that. But what we can do is take a couple of these 7-inch guns and just plop them right there. And this is mirrored on both sides. That's a lot of secondaries, right? We ain't done there. No. We can't get any 6s on there, but we can get some 5s. Let's throw some 5s in there. We'll just plop them right there. That's even more secondaries. That's absolutely ridiculous amount of secondaries for the side of the ship. But, wait, there's more. I don't remember if it's 4s. Nope, it's not 4s. Let's go with 3s then. And we'll just slap a couple 3s on there as well. That's looking more like it, don't you think? We are going to have the Yamato to end all Yamatos. This thing is going to go up against an entire fleet. So, I think we're going to need some armor. Now, I know we're slightly overcost at the moment, but we can fix that. Now, when you're this big and heavy and overwhelmingly powerful, you don't need to do 26 knots. So let's just drop that down, I don't know. Let's go 23. We can go further than that, apparently. Let's go 20 knots. And can we drop the displacement down? Oh, too far. So we could do it at about 86,000 pounds. And that saves us quite a bit of cost. And now we can do the armor. We don't have much cost to work with here, so we're going to have to be heavily reliant on belt armor and deck armor. So, oop, too far. 15.6 inches of belt armor. We've got 6-inch belt extended, which covers the bow and the stern of the ship. We've got 5 inches on the deck. 11 inches on the conning tower. 2 inches on the turret. No, we don't need the tops of the turrets to be that protected. Let's go ahead and drop that down. Also, let's go ahead and drop some of the armor on the secondaries. We've got a lot of secondaries. We can afford to lose a little bit of secondaries. And we'll still be fine. So we'll trade some of this armor for... Let's go ahead and trade some of the extended belt as well. It don't need to be as thick on the front because it's angled better. Let's go straight up to 16 inch. And then let's take the deck armor to as much as we can get. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be just over 7 inches. No? Just under 7 inches. Let's take the turret armor down just a hair, because it's pretty well angled. So 10 inches of armor there. It's... Nope, too far. Now this is the only way that we can... Oh no! I deleted a gun! How dare me! We can't do that. 18-inch gun. Triple turret. All the way in the front. Alright. Disaster averted. Alright. So, we're just under there. And we've still got some weight. So, we can drop this down until... Yep, right there. Right there. That saves us a little bit more cost, and we can add some more armor. So where do we want to put the armor? Let's go with the extended deck. Just a hair. Just trying to max out our armor here. We're actually able to get quite a bit of armor on the Conic Tower. There you go. Almost perfect. Nope, too much. Alright. How about any on the secondaries? Yeah, that's too much. Alright. Here we go. Let's take her out for a fight. Hope you guys are ready. This is going to be ridiculous. Just secondaries and 18-inch guns. Now, when we get in here, look, 2 battleships, 5 heavy cruisers, and 5 destroyers. 12 ships hunting for our ship. And we're already firing. That's a good sign. That's a very good sign. Where's the enemy at? Point me in the right direction. Wait, they're directly behind us? Yeah, see the blinking green line? That tells us that they are actually behind us. So we're going to change our course. And we'll go ahead and speed up the time to make this quicker. Let's get to the fight as quickly as possible. Now we can change how we want them to fire. I'm going to stick with armor piercing initially. And then we'll switch. Oh my god, we hit something. Did you see the damage? Alright. We are hitting. How are we hitting these guys? I can't even see them yet. We got all the accuracy. I just got to get close enough for us to actually start seeing these guys. Alright, now we've dropped down to 5, so we're getting closer to the enemies. Should start to see them anytime. Like, we're so far away from them that we're outside their range, but they're inside ours. But you gotta love that sound, though. That sound is fantastic. What do you guys think? I'm not going straight at the enemy. I'm kind of flanking off to... We hit him again. 500 damage and caused flooding. That's right. Armor piercing can cause flooding. Alright, we've got a warship on the horizon. Our fire control is so good that we were actually able to fire on them and hit them without ever being able to see them. But that's a modern battleship for you. Oh, we're taking rounds. Alright. Let's go ahead and start turning away just slightly. Because we want to get all the firepower on what we shoot at. And then we're going to go ahead and slow it down to 3 times speed as we close the distance. And a whole lot of hatred heading through the enemy. And just absolutely obliterates them. But we're not done yet, folks. Now that we've got all our guns firing at the enemy, let's slow it down. And let's go take a look at our unsuspecting victims, shall we? Wait for it! Oh, just barely missed him. There's more where that came from. Main batteries are opening up again. And they look like they mean business. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Really? Okay, we got a hit there. I can't believe we didn't hit. Alright, so let's head back to our ship. Let's start firing HE. We swapped targets because we've got some guys that are actually closer. They're lighter armor. Now that's the secondaries going off. And we just obliterated that cruiser. Oh God. I'm trying to like click on one of these guys. There we go. That's the one. And you can see the oil in the water and the poor souls running from the shark. Oh. As she slowly sinks below the horizon. Goodbye. Now we've taken some damage. Oh my God, we just obliterated that battleship. He's got nothing left. He's been all the damaged. Luckily for us so far, the destroyers have kind of held back. God, the sound of those guns going off is awesome. No. We've got incoming. The little boats are making their move. They're going to run into stiff opposition, though. I don't think they want it. Our secondaries are ripping the destroyer apart. But you can see our main batteries aren't loaded yet. Batteries when you can flood a destroyer with secondaries. 100 damage. Taking him down. No torpedoes for you, Sunshine. Alright. Our next target is another battleship. Oh no, it's... Ah! Oh god, I'm sorry. My camera work is terrible. Alright, so we're shooting at this battleship. Who's angled a little bit, but I think he deserves some armor piercing. We just set all the fires. Oh, and that was a nasty hit. And that was high explosive, guys. Come on. We're about to fire, and here they come. All the armor piercing. Wait for it. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh! Down he goes. One shot of armor piercing. Alright, back to high explosive for you. Just obliterated him. We sunk their battleship. That was a significant shot. Just absolutely obliterative. How's it going, Capri? Oh, sorry about that. I forget that when you, No, we don't need to run away. We need to get closer. I don't care if they try to torp us. I can take the torps. I want these secondaries to start obliterating all these lightly armored targets. Oh, that's bad. The main battery's just hit, and down he goes. They just can't take the 18 inches of doom. They just can't do it. Nope, this is not on console. This is the very first step into PC gaming for me. Not actually... Not actually on console. Maybe it will someday. Who knows? Especially on Xbox due to the Xbox and PC having a lot of crossplay. That's why we have so many Xbox indie titles. But we need that battleship gone. But we just sunk another armored cruiser. And it looks like our sights are now firmly on the battleship. Go ahead and load the AP. There we go. Should have plenty of angle. And 3, 2, 1. Oh, 16,000 damage! Oh my god! That is the highest damage I've ever done in a single strike. Right there. Alright, now everything else can be killed with HE. We've killed both their battleships. The rest is just the annoying little punks that'll never get close enough. Just absolutely wrecked him. Unfortunately, you can't take control and aim yourself. That would be a really cool feature. And who knows, maybe it'll come out at some point where you can do that. But no. You just kind of let your ship design do all the work. Toward that, and down he goes, just obliterating. Anytime we look at somebody, we kill them. Just absolutely devastating. We're going to go ahead and try to turn. That way we can get more of the guns on target. Just an unrelenting torrent. We fired just the front guns at that guy and killed him. Now the destroyers are starting to close the distance, but they can't get close enough. We have too many secondaries. We're gonna help them close the distance. I want them to try to launch torps at me. I ain't scared. Down goes the destroyer. They're running out of ships. Just 3 destroyers left. Everybody else is sinking. Look at these guys. They're like, oh my god, what do we do? How do we deal with this? We didn't train for this. This is ridiculous. Clumping together in your destroyers is probably not the best play. Oh, here they come. Wait for it. Oh! Just obliterated him. Down he goes. Who are we aiming at next? Alright. Let's go along for the ride. That was a secondary hit. This guy's like, what can we do? It's just so much firepower. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, yep. And then there was one. Can the lone destroyer, hello, pull it off? Doesn't. Oh, we missed him. And here come the main batteries. Oh, down he goes. And there you have it. The mighty Super Yamato. Just absolutely decimating the enemy fleet. Yeah, if this was World of Warships, he would have been sunk already, right? But it's not. This is more of a simulation than World of Warships is. World of Warships is a game where they try to balance it so that no particular class is overpowered compared to the other ones. In real life, a battleship can take lots of torpedoes. In real life, a battleship hits a destroyer, even with armor piercing, you sink the destroyer. Because you're dealing with guns that are so massive that even when they overpin and don't detonate inside the ship, that they would still rip giant holes in the ship and you would sink. Like, that's the way that works. So that's kind of like why I wanted to show this. But there's other things here as far as challenges you can do. And I want to kind of go through all of them at some point. But I thought this would be a pretty fun one for everybody to kind of take a look at. But in the last one, what do we got? We have enemy fleet is 1 battleship and 2 destroyers. And they want us... No, we're not doing that. I don't want to do torpedo boats. That ain't fun. Still don't want to be a destroyer. Come on. What do we got? They get a heavy cruiser, light cruiser, and destroyer. enemy fleet is a battleship, and we get to build a battle cruiser. Well, that could be interesting. So let's do it. Let's do it with the enhanced firepower and see if we can't take down a battleship with a battle cruiser. What do you guys think? We're going to need the best fire control we can get because we got to be able to hit them. Single funnel central. And now we start looking into main guns. Now, what is the largest main gun? We can get 14-inch guns on this battle cruiser? Well, I kind of feel like that's the way we have to go, right? At this point. I mean, it would just be wrong to not put 14-inch guns on this thing. Can we put barbettes? Yes, we can. Let's put some 14-inch guns. Did I not do that? There we go. Let's put another barbette there. Alright, so we've got 8 14-inch guns on this battle cruiser. That seems pretty legit. Why not? We're overweight by quite a bit. Not surprising. But we're currently able to do 33 knots. So we could probably drop the speed down and get our weight down. Good Lord, I don't want to go too low. 23 knots is slow. Alright. New strategy. Let's go back up to 30 knots. Take our range down. Bulkheads are already minimum. We can't really afford to get hit in this thing, that's for sure. We can turn this up, which will reduce engine weight. Costs more, but it helps save us some weight. Can't do anything there. Hull weight is increased. Can't really do that. That can't really do that either. We can take this to Krupp 2. So that'll be much lighter. I don't think we're going to do that yet. We'll hold that. Don't need to worry about torpedoes. Flooding is going to be a thing. We're going to get hit. And then Citadel. We can go with Citadel too. Can't afford to have ammo detonations and completely rip our ship apart. Let's go with super heavy shells. And the best that we can get is TNT, so we'll go with that. Do we need to go any further with these? I don't think so. So, standard reloading. Let's increase that to auto reloading. We're back to being overweight. And then we'll get our rangefinder as best we can. The turret top can be dropped to save a little bit of weight, and the turret itself can be dropped the rest to get us to where we need to be. Alright, feel like that's potential. Let's do this. Taking on a battleship. Alright, so right off the bat, we need to charge at him, narrowing our, making us a harder target to hit, essentially. We'll try armor piercing first, because until we identify it, we have no idea what kind of armor he's got or how thick it is, and we don't know if we'll be able to pin it or not. How many rounds? We've got 800 rounds, so we're not doing too bad in that situation. But we'll close the distance with speed, and then once we get close, we'll slow it down. I'd say he's got comparable guns to us. We might even have larger guns. Oh, we're taking hits. Where that Jaguar. I don't know, the shots that he seems to be shooting are awful small. Right now, we're only at a 14% chance of hitting him. We're still in quite the range. At 8.2 kilometers. But we did hit him. There's a partial penetration. Yeah, we're trying to avoid getting hooded. We don't want that. I mean, we know that this is a battleship, but honestly, I think we have bigger guns than this battleship. I bet that battleship only has 12-inch guns. Still haven't fully identified him yet. There's a hit, and we caused flooding. Trying to get a little bit more of the guns on him now. We got to watch giving too much side to him. We don't have the armor to take hits like he does. Oh, you see what we did to ourselves here? We put the rear turret too close to the center turret, so it can't fire at him yet. That was a mistake of a design. We'll have to fix it in the next iteration. So far, he's bouncing off of our belt armor. Alright, we're getting into danger territory here. That's a nasty broadside. Did you see the shell fly off out of nowhere after the ricochet? That was awesome. Oh, that's a full broadside. Nice hit. We have pretty handily ruined this thing so far. It hasn't even hit us, really. Start making it hurt. Another nasty hit on him. Yeah, look at these tiny little guns. Look at these tiny little guns. They're just 9-inch guns. You can't come at me with 9-inch guns. What kind of battleship do you think you are? I know what kind you are. A dead one. Dead battleship is what you are. 9-inch guns. Ow! Okay, you hit me. He hurt me. I think it's okay. I don't care if he takes offense, because we can dish out more punishment quicker than he can. Before we get him all the way loaded again, let's put it on regular time and then listen to these guns go off one at a time. Huge damage! Somebody call the Flex Seal guy. Just absolutely wrecked him. He's turning Titanic on us. Oh, look at it. He's flooding so much that he's listing to the starboard side. He can't even get his guns on us anymore. Well, I didn't think he could. Apparently he made me a liar. Alright, guys. Say farewell to the battleship. Because as soon as we get loaded, he's not going to like it. GG, battleship. Next time, bring a bigger gun. Just absolutely tearing him apart. And down he goes. We win! Battle cruiser is where it's at. How's it going, Wolf God? Vardos? Generic person? Alright. So now, we've already done this mission, I know. But I want to do it again, except instead of boosting technology, I kind of want to have more funds. What do you guys think? Instead of having 18-inch guns, I think you guys already know where this is about to go, but we'll just go ahead and up the displacement again. We'll leave the speed where it is. Range can be dropped. Now, all of this is going to come in handy come into play when they have the campaign. You'll have to, deal with. If I make a short-range battleship, it won't be able to do some of the missions because it can't go far enough away from port. Also, engine efficiency and stuff like that, you may have to add more stacks to get better engine efficiency and stuff like that. So right now it doesn't really matter because we're just doing challenges. It's a one-off. We kind of spawn in the middle of it, and it's not that big a deal. But later on, when the campaigns and stuff come out, this is all going to be a factor. So we can go up to gas turbines. We can use oil, and we can do balanced draft boilers again. And then I always take the auxiliary engine, because we're going to be taking damage. So all of the things that we get shot, that we want them as best we can. I kind of want to just make a super battleship that can take an absolute pounding. So we're going to go with the maximum armor. We don't care about the anti-torp because we're getting the triple hull, so it's pretty much, we got spaced armor. So even if it penetrates the outer hull and explodes, we've still got 2 more hulls beyond that keep us from really having to worry about flooding. And then, obviously, the armored citadel. We're going to have super heavy shells. And we're going to be using the high TNT charges. We do want the electro-hydro on this because we have a lot of small, fast-moving targets. We need to be able to keep up with them. And then we can't do auto-reloading, but we'll have semi-auto reloading. And rangefinder. See, the boost to technology gives us extra, but we can't get radar, we can't get acoustics, anything like that, and we can't even max these out. Alright, so now we need a main tower. Again, it only gives us 1 main tower, so we'll mount it as far to the rear as possible. Secondary tower, hugged up as much as we can. There we go. Funnel. We only have the one. Oops. There we go. And now for the fun. Let's put our barbettes in. We know that we're going to have one in the front. And one to the rear. And for main batteries, good old 16-inch guns. Hello? There we go. And just because we can, we'll put one extra one right there. We can't mount a barbette there. I would like to put a barbette and then like have it even higher, but this is solely a broadside gun when we are shooting over the broadside. But we're gonna have so much armor that I don't think it'll be a problem. Going broadside, that is. So secondary guns again. Let's go ahead, slap a couple 8s in here. And then we can put our, is it 7-inch guns that go in? Yeah, it's 7-inch guns that go in there, there, there. Can't put 6s, but we can put 5s. So we'll have the 5-inch guns. And then 4-inch guns. Nope, can't. But 3-inch guns we can. Alright, so that takes care of our secondaries. Now you can actually put torpedoes underwater in torpedo tubes on this, if you wanted. Even out the bow and the stern. But we don't need torpedoes. Hello? Thank you. Alright. So now, as you can see, we've got plenty of weight and plenty of money to deal with. So, now's where we get stupid with armor. I'm thinking 20 inches. We'll go 21. 20 inches of, or 21 inches of bow, or belt armor. Let's go ahead and put up 13 inches of deck armor. Let's go ahead and give our guys some reinforcement. Give it 19 inches on the conning tower. Don't really care about that. Secondaries are fine. Turrets are fine. The deck extension, let's go ahead and take that up to, you know, just a measly 11 inches. The belt extension can be a little bit more. Go with 10 inches there. We've got all of the rest that we'll put over here. And there we go. We've maxed out our weight. All right. 91,999 of 92,000, and we're under budget, so we can build one of these ships. Now let's see what armor does. Why not 30 inches of belt armor? Well, you know. Oh, they're off our port side, so we're going to go ahead and start our turn. As soon as we see it, there it is. Alright, hard to port. We're in the San Francisco de Aces. There you go. And we're going to go ahead and speed up time until we get into a fight. Capable of doing 24 knots. We could have upped the speed, but I wanted just really thick armor. Just for the lulz. Dragon Slayer. This game is a strategy game where you design your own ships and you complete. Right now, there's just missions to complete, but once they finish the campaign, you'll be able to go through a full campaign where you're designing ships for your nation or whatever. I'm not 100% sure what all's going to be involved, but there is a campaign. It's just not unlocked yet. This is still alpha gameplay, so there's a lot to go. A lot of work to come. Now, our 16-inch guns and our worse fire control could be a problem. So we're going to be getting into a fight. And we're going to be getting, instead of being, you know, able to one-shot everything like we did last time with the Yamato, essentially, they're going to get a lot closer, and we're going to take some torpedoes. I can pretty much guarantee it. And you'll see just how many torpedoes they will launch. Like, the amount of torpedoes that come your way is insane. Hello, Arrow, and hello, Dragon. We've got to fight. I'm going to leave it in 5 times speed until we get a little closer. But that being said, I do want to kind of turn a little early. I don't want to drive straight into their entire fleet. Kind of want to be on the outside looking in. Worst fire control is pretty blatantly obvious so far. Battleships are starting to shoot at us. Oh god. Down to regular time. And you'll see that torpedoes should be coming, because, yeah, right there, you can see them. Look at all the frickin' torpedoes. Taking quite a bit of damage already. Alright. Go ahead and turn. We're taking more torps. And look at this wall of torps right here. Oh my god. We may have just saved ourselves from taking like 5 torps. Yeah, that was a nice little dodge. Completely missed him from this close. I swear, having a good fire control. We're already at half health. More torpedoes coming through the front. What I'm doing is I'm just trying to show you guys The advantage of a fire control system that's capable of hitting things versus having to get up into the fight. Look at all those torpedoes about to hit. And even though we've got ridiculous armor and we've got the multiple hull so that they can't just like shoot us or can't flood us easily, we're still just getting ripped apart. And you can hear most of the sound, most of the shots that are hitting us are bouncing. They're doing nothing. But we can't shoot the little guys. We can't hit them. Our secondaries are the only thing that can save us from the little guys. And unfortunately, I'm going to try to get rid of the battleship because at this angle he's going to hurt. No, actually he bounced most of his shells. We just have too much armor. But even the battleship, we only have a 44% chance of hitting. This is why technology made these super dreadnought battleships obsolete. But man, when we do hit. Half his health is gone in one salvo. More torpedo hits. I've lost my steering. Got down the pollution. More torpedoes in the water on their way. But I couldn't turn to avoid them even if I wanted to. We've only got a 5% chance of hitting this cruiser. At some point, you got to think about how much damage we have received versus dealt. And we just haven't been able to hit anything. Oh, we hit that one. I just can't get this thing to turn, so I can't get more of the guns to shoot it. like the fact that when armor piercing comes in, you can see him ricochet off the ship. Sometimes the shell will literally come right at the camera. Almost did. They've pretty much killed us completely to the point where we can't even move. See you, Dragon. Thanks for stopping by. Also, sorry, Dodge Boy, I didn't see this earlier. Thank you for the $10 donation. Love the stream, Spartan, but trailers aren't going to load themselves. Hope to see you. Hey, man, I appreciate it. Good luck. Be careful. Don't work too hard. I know you probably already took off, but I apologize for not seeing that earlier. Alright, so that was the mission. And that's why, even though you get to spend more and you get, you know, technically a, you know, more powerful ship as far as just being raw weight and armor, not the best. But if you do the technology and then go with the 16-inch guns, you have a pretty good time, just like we did with the Yamato. But I think that's enough for this one. We've been going an hour and a half. I just wanted to showcase the game a little bit for you guys, see if you guys enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to the campaign. I know that right now there's not a whole lot that the game offers other than these challenges, and most of them are like pre-dreadnoughts and stuff, so most of the challenges not the best to watch. But, you know, it's fun building a modern battleship and taking it out there and seeing what happens when you get attacked by everything. And hopefully you guys liked it. So if you did, punch the like button for me. Leave a comment on the video. I know you guys are in person. And as always, I will see you in the next video.